This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're in the fight camp. It's the final week, week 3. I'm joined by the problem himself, Michael McKINSON. How are you, mate?
Very well. Can't complain, Coos. Can't complain.
We know you've had to wait for your room for a little while, so you've been twiddling your thumbs, so to speak.
Yeah, I'm happy now. Finally settled in. Finally got my stuff in my room, and now I can just chill out for a bit.
We were talking a little bit off camera, and you were saying to me that during fight week you're kind of a completely different person. You're solely focused on the opponent in hand, which is Runowski this weekend, and apart from that, nothing else comes into your mind.
No, I don't mingle, don't socialise with people. Like after the stuff that I've got to do, I'll just be in my room most of the week, focused, and that was like that for my last fight. When we went out to Gibraltar, nobody really see me unless it was the press conference all the way in. Nobody see me fight week. I just kept myself to myself, got into the zone. I'm in the zone now, you know what I mean? I can't wait to fight.
Let's just have a little track back to Gibraltar. Obviously a very successful evening for you. We saw kind of how almost emotional you got after your win over KONGO. So reflecting back on that, what did you think?
Yeah, well, KONGO's a good fighter. I just proved to a lot of people that I'm a better fighter. And I got emotional afterwards because I've waited for my chance for ages. I'm 20 and 0. I didn't think I'd get my chance on the big stage, and I finally got it. And even when I got it, nobody gave me a chance. I was looking at Twitter polls and all stuff like that. Everyone thought I'd lose, and that was just a big middle finger to everyone that actually thought I was going to lose and wrote me off. So, yeah, now we're back and on the A side now, so it's different, new territory.
I mean, let's just talk about that, because obviously you were kind of creeping through and getting these wins under your belts, but kind of banging the drum, and all your supporters and fans always said, what about Michael McKINSON? What about Michael McKINSON? And you finally got that opportunity on that big stage on a huge bill with Dillian Whyte and Povetkin, and so that part of it being done, but the second part of it was you had to deliver, and you did. So here we are again.
Yeah, not only that, I got a little holiday out of it as well. Especially in times like how the last 18 months have gone for us. It was a little holiday. It was a good little trip, and on the back of it, I know it's normally winner stays on, and we said winner stays on, but not only that, I thought I'd get another opportunity on a stage like this, but managed to sign a free fight deal with Matchroom. So now pressure's on. I've got to perform, and I've got to perform on Saturday, which I think I will.
Now, earlier on, obviously we can let people know because I did an interview with him earlier on, but Conor Benn popped down here and you two guys were very respectfully having a chat together.
Yeah, the few times that I've met him and the few times I've bumped into him, it's always been respectful, to be fair. It's frustrating, he's a nice lad, but it is what it is. I'm not possibility of me getting that fight anytime soon. So what's the point of being? I've been outspoken towards him in the past, and obviously it's no secret how much I'd love that fight, but I don't need to badmouth him like other people do and stuff like that, because I'm on my own path as it is.
I think with Conor, obviously from the conversation that we were having, that he kind of understands that someone in your situation, of course, you'd be in the wrong game if you wasn't kind of calling him out. But I suppose the way Conor looks at things, there's ways of calling people out and there's ways of doing things.
Yeah, he was saying that. I've called him out quite a few times, but I'm always in a respectful way. And I think other than the two the two big names, the Khan and the Brook, anyone else who deserves a fight like that in the UK against Conor, it is me. It is me. I deserve it more than anyone. But is it going to happen? Probably not anytime soon. So there's no need to badmouth him and be disrespectful towards him and stuff like that, because he is a nice lad.
He was also saying that, obviously with the Brook Khan situation, and he's kind of possibly chasing the winner of that. But, he said if it was Kell Brook, it'd be a different situation than Amir Khan's the fight that he wants. But he was also saying to you, you're building up now. This is kind of where you need to be looking up towards as well at some point.
Yeah, I've got a job to focus on. On Saturday, I don't ever really look past any opponent. We take it one one step at a time. But it's no secret like that I want big names, and like I deserve big names really. It's not a secret. I do pest Lee and my manager like all the time, but like he's been delivering. So let me get my job done on Saturday, and then you'll see outspoken Mikey again, and I'll start calling on names again. But I've got a job to do first.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do you always fear sometimes, obviously, with your style, when I think people look at you and think to themselves, this is just going to be awkward and very difficult to have this fight, and sometimes put people and promoters off?
Yeah, well, I'm not your average, am I? I'm not your average, and I'm a very awkward customer, but I'm starting to get labelled, he's that awkward southpaw, which, yeah, I am an awkward southpaw, but as I step up levels, you'll see so much more to my ability, because there is so much more to my ability than being that awkward southpaw. I'm a very smart fighter, I'm a clever fighter, I'm very good defensively, and the better the opponent, the better McKINSON you'll see. So hopefully Runowski brings the best out of me on Saturday, because it's a fight that I know I can perform well and look good doing it.
Let's talk about Runowski. Obviously only suffered the one defeat in his professional career to Mr. Josh Kelly, so I'm sure your team, if not you, had kind of watched that fight.
Yeah, didn't take a lot off the Josh Kelly fight. Obviously he's bounced back very well since. Josh Kelly put a good performance on against him, but he's a very skillful fighter, Josh Kelly. I'm a very skillful fighter. But if you look at Runowski's record, I don't think he's ever fought anyone with a negative record himself. They're all winning records he's beating, and he's coming off two good knockout wins as well. So he's going to be very confident. He's in a lot of form at the moment, but everyone who I fight are confident they're going to beat me. Everyone is supposed going to knock me out, and they've all failed, haven't they? And like, this guy's going to be no different, like, because I'm better than I ever have been. And on Saturday, like, I'll put on a real good performance, and I'm sure of that.
Okay, well, listen, it's only Wednesday, so still a few days more to go until Saturday, the finale of Fight Camp. So, yeah, a lot of good fights on it, so it should be an interesting night. So, wish you the best of luck. Have you got anything else you'd like to add before we finish, Mikey?
No, we get an interview after the fight, and it'll be a lot better and stuff. Right now, I'm kind of in the zone. Fight week's always a drag for me. Like, I'm really good on my weight. Like, I ain't really got no issues, no stresses. I'm just nice and relaxed. I finally got my room now, so I'll probably be in there most of the time. But yeah, I ain't got nothing else. After the fight, we'll give you a good interview.
This has been a good interview. Don't downplay it. But
a more exciting one then. A more exciting one.
All right, no problem. That's why I thought I'd get you at the start of the week, get it out of the way, and then you can crack on, get weighed in, and yeah, like I said, we'll catch up after the fight on Saturday.
Yeah, mate, I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm back here on a great event, but now on the A side. Like before, I came as the B side, and not many people gave me a chance. And even the bookies have bottled it this time. The bookies have bottled it and made me a big favourite, which is new territory for me. But the focus is still the same, the motivation's still the same, and the result's going to be the same. It's definitely going to be a McKINSON win, in style too.
Okay, Mikey, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and like I said, we'll grab a word with you after the fight come Saturday night, live on DAZN. Tune in, or you might be one of the few 300 people that are turning up on Saturday night in Eddie Hearn's back garden.
Yeah, I want to do the interview with a pizza in my hand after the fight.
We'll arrange that. Thank you very much.